5-stone ring. So you're getting 5 stones. In all, you're getting about a carat. So each stone is about 20 points. Those are nice size stones. And what I love about this, and I think you'll enjoy, is that across the top of your finger, it kind of looks like an eternity band.
I agree.
Without the worry of it, because the annoying thing about an eternity band is that it's an eternity band, and you're always worried about like knocking it against things. So it just gives you, it gives you the look across the top of your finger. It's really beautiful.
I mean, a lot of people are calling these, if they're 5 or 7 or 9 stone pieces, they're calling them half eternity bands, and that doesn't mean you just love them for half of an eternity. It really, what it does is bring the comfort factor. And you get bigger diamonds to the front, right? But it's the third most important ring that we buy as a couple. First, we get the engagement ring, then we get the wedding ring, and then at some time that's really up to you as a couple, there's the eternity band. My husband heard me say this the other night. He hardly ever watches me. He has no idea I talk about him all the time, so don't tell him. But he called me the next day. He goes, "So I hear we need to be buying an eternity band."
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, paging Mr. Vanessa.
Yes,
okay.
It's true. Yeah, but it's true. So you decide as a couple when that time might be. And so I'm all for the half eternity. I especially love it in Firelight because you're getting so much more for your money, first of all. You get about twice as much carat weight as your budget would allow. And we can take you up 5 clarity grades in Firelight from our Affinity brand. And that's something that you told us that you wanted.
I mean, look at how stunning it is. And then this other ring is coming up, by the way. So if you want to layer, you could layer with a ring like this, but on its own, it is absolutely beautiful. $200 a month on Easy Pay. Sizes 4 through 11 are available. And by the way, you have your choice of the 14 karat yellow gold or the 14 karat white gold. J448689, $240 savings. Okay, so Michelle, for any of us who, because some of us are still new to lab-grown diamonds, and we're like, so exactly how is it a diamond if no one's getting out there in the mine and doing the whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, a lot of people, the world is new to lab-grown diamonds, basically. I mean, diamonds grew billions of years in the Earth's crust, and these just began to be grown in the 1950s. So no wonder there's a lot of confusion out there. But we were one of the first, in fact, I was one of the first people on television here in this country to talk about lab-grown, and I really am proud of that because this is a diamond 100%. This is not coated, it's not treated to be a diamond, it's not some weird diamond flake that I hear people talking about now, which is just a low grade quality crystal, by the way.
Okay.
This is a very high grade quality diamond, and it grows from the seed of a diamond. It grows in a controlled environment, much like a hothouse in a rose, but it can be more perfect because it is watched over. I say could be more perfect because not every lab diamond grows into these perfect creatures that you see here in this ring, right?
So you're still kind of mining the lab-grown diamonds. You're sorting through them to find the best ones.
And color matching them and all the rest. And so there's different grades. That's why it's so important that you buy from QVC. One of the advantages of being amongst the first out there is that we've really got a good idea of what's going on in the world of lab-grown. We have gleaned it down and curated a very small group of people that we agree to do business with, and they have to, you know, come to us on our terms, meaning we mandate that they send every diamond to GIA before they even set it into jewelry. Now, this is a huge process and very expensive for the people that are doing it, but they're willing to take less in their side of it because we cut out all the middlemen in between, right? So we can still give you something that's very under market and exciting and fresh and, you know, about as pristine as it gets, and we can set them in solid gold for less. This is solid gold, 14 karat gold.
I mean, look at all of that gold. By the way, that's the inside of the setting, which is very smooth against your finger. That's a lot of gold on the inside of the setting as well.
Fit. Yeah, I love the way it glides on. It could be a wedding band. You could get 2 of them, make ring guards. I would probably just wear it as is, all by itself on my right hand. I really like it. And the anniversary band doesn't have to go as a part of your stack. If you say, oh my gosh, that's 3 rings on one finger, you don't have to do it that way. You can move it to an index finger. You can wear it on your right hand. Anything goes. But it's that, and this is really the key to diamonds, in my opinion, it's that emotional connection, the romanticism of what you're buying it for, even more than actually what it is. It's like you don't go to a museum and look at a fine painting on the wall by a master and say, oh, back in the day, he probably spent, you know, $1.50 on the paint, a little bit on the canvas, right? You don't part it out like that. It's being crafted masterfully and done right in quality products that transcend time and, best of all, reflect your feelings.
Absolutely. And I mean, when you think about that 5-stone design, because you are getting
Classic.
5 stones all the way across, it could be that 5th anniversary, like you said.
Sure.
It could also be those 5 pillars of a relationship: love, commitment, trust, communication, and empathy. And I think about that as our relationships with other people, but also your relationship with yourself, because sometimes we are not the most empathetic to ourselves.
Oh,
Sometimes
wow.
we
That is
are
so
not the
true.
most committed to ourselves. You know, when you're like, I'm going to do that thing all the time, and then you break that commitment to yourself.
Right.
So maybe it is that reminder. It doesn't always have to be between you and someone else. It could be that reminder to have those pillars of that relationship and keep true to yourself.
You know what? I'm going to use that, if you don't mind, in the future,
I
because
don't
that makes
mind.
me almost want to cry, because as women, we don't always take care of ourselves first,
Right.
right? And I think we need to. I mean, Mother's Day is coming up, and I
It
congratulate
is.
you.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
going to be so much fun for you. But, you know, we weren't able to have kids because of health concerns. And so we celebrate on Mother's Day at my house.
I love that.
And we celebrate Mom, of course, and all the
Yes.
mother figures in our lives. But I always try to be kind to myself that day, to treat myself well. This is a ring, again, taking into consider those 5 pillars, those levels of commitment.
Yeah.
I love that whole idea of committing to yourself first. If you don't do that, you don't have anything to give anybody else. I'm learning all of these things at a much older age, so I want to share them all with you.
Well, first of all, Michelle, thank you for sharing that. And I think that's important to share because, you know, we all have different ways of recognizing Mother's Day. And
Yes.
we all have to find the way that makes us feel okay with the day. So I
Yes.
appreciate you sharing that.
Oh, you're
And it
welcome.
really is the way to remember, you know, you got to take care of yourself. Like they say on the plane, put your mask on first, girl.
Right.
Or else you can't help anyone else. J448689 is that item number. $200 easy pay brings yours home. Let us know if you like the 14 karat yellow gold or the 14 karat white gold. And I will tell you, when I got my first Firelight piece home, I couldn't stop staring at it, Michelle.
Yeah. Oh, they're so pretty.
Yes.
I mean, they just smolder. I love them. I love all the light. I love all of the colors. It just makes me happy every time I look at my Firelight pieces.
J448689 is that item number. Michelle, are we going to shop for some more diamonds together?
We are.
We are. If you're wondering about the vest that I'm wearing, it's coming up. It's from Jenny Garth. It's done.